Hi, my name is Michaela. I'm one of the yoga instructors here at the Campus Rec Center at Western Carolina University. I've been teaching yoga for a little over 1 semester here, and I've been trained for about as long as that. I'm trained by a school called Yoga Fit, and they teach that yoga makes you fit for life. And so some of the things that we're going to do today is go through a few yoga poses that are pretty popular, and then talk about some of the common misalignments and what can happen if you do a yoga pose incorrectly. So downward facing dog is one of the most popular yoga poses that's out there. You've probably heard about it, seen it done, and so we're going to talk today a little bit about what's the right way to do downward facing dog and what's the wrong way to do downward facing dog. A few key points. The first one is making sure that our ears are in between our biceps. So when we're in our downward facing dog pose correctly, our ears are going to be between our biceps and our spines are going to be nice and long, and we can bend our knees as deeply as we need to keep our spines long. So our common error in downward facing dog is that people think they have to keep their legs straight, and that throws their spine out of alignment. So making sure that we're bending our knees as much as we need to do the pose appropriately. So Warrior 2 is also a common yoga pose. You've probably seen it in yoga magazines and things of that nature. This pose, one of the common misalignments is not having our knee in alignment with our ankle. Just kind of our weight distribution gets a little funny in this pose. So a couple of things that we want to remember are in our front leg, having our knee in a 90-degree angle with our ankle and the floor. So our knee ankle straight up and down in that front leg. And then the weight goes through the outside of our back foot when we're in our Warrior 2 pose. Additionally, making sure that our shoulders are stacked over our hips is really important. Upward facing dog is tricky because it looks like a seal stretch that we all learned in middle school, but it's a little bit more active than that. So you want to make sure that your shoulders are down and away from your ears, and that when you move into upward facing dog, you're not doing like a dip and then coming up. You want to just go straight down towards the floor and then push back up into upward facing dog. You want the creases of your elbows to be facing forward, and you want your knees actually to be lifted off the ground, so grounding through the tops of your feet and creating a nice strong pose.